Arkansas. Hunter Biden, President Biden's son, appeared before a judge today. He is seeking to reduce the child support payments that he had previously agreed to in a settlement, payments for his 4-year-old daughter, Navy, whom he has never met, and whom the Biden White House, as far as we can tell, has yet to publicly acknowledge.
Okay, so for the last 4 years, Joe Biden and Dr. Jill have been pretending that they don't have 7 grandchildren. Every time they acknowledge their grandchildren publicly, they say 6 grandchildren, even though they know and the courts know because there was a DNA test that there's a 7th grandchild. Hunter Biden fathered a daughter by a stripper in Arkansas, and he tried to deny responsibility for this kid, but he was sued and he was forced to pay child support, and we have DNA evidence showing that he's that kid's father. So this here is the mysterious granddaughter of Joe Biden and her mother, the stripper in Arkansas. So finally, Joe Biden has acknowledged her. He's acknowledged his 7th grandchild. So let's read about it. The 4-year-old girl, Navy, is the child of Mr. Biden's son, Hunter, who recently settled a court battle over child support. Jill and I only want what is best for all of our grandchildren, including Navy, President Biden said on Friday. So I criticized Biden heavily for this. I dogged him. I said, this is a scummy thing, one of the worst things you can do. And even people on the left, some of the Democrats also criticized him for it. So bravo, you finally did something decent, even though it took you 4 years. You finally did something decent. The president has been criticized by both Republicans and Democrats over his previous decision to not recognize her. Yeah. In a statement to People magazine acknowledging the child for the first time, Mr. Biden said it was not a political issue, it's a family matter. Now, it is a political issue. One, because you're the president of the United States. I'm not going to get into that debate right now. But you're the president of the United States. And all of these people admire you. You present yourself as this wonderful family man. They say you're a man of honor. Trump was a scumbag. You're the complete polar opposite and all of that. But we have hard evidence proving that you're a shitbag. Because you have denied, along with your scummy crackhead son, have denied the existence of your own flesh and blood. He added that his son was working with Navy's mother, Lunden, to foster a relationship that is in the best interest of their daughter, preserving her privacy as much as possible going forward. Hunter Biden's paternity of Navy was established through DNA testing after Ms. Roberts sued for child support. It's a damn shame that it had to come to that. Why don't you just take care of your children? Why do you have to be forced to do so by the government? He wrote about his encounter with Ms. Roberts in his 2021 memoir, saying, "It came while I was deep in addiction to alcohol and drugs. I had no recollection of our encounter," he wrote. "That's how little connection I had with..." Whoa. That's kind of a serious statement because people have gone to prison for that. You're saying you were under the influence of alcohol and drugs, and next thing you know, you're the father of some child. Is this what you're saying? You don't remember encountering this woman? Because if she encountered you while you were under influence, don't they say that's considered grape? But I'm going to continue. That's how little connection I had with anyone. I was a mess, but a mess I've taken responsibility for. President Biden came under increasing criticism from Republicans over his failure to mention Navy, with some claiming it was at odds with his public image as a family man. Imagine explaining that to your granddaughter. She's 4 years old right now. Look, we have evidence to prove you're part of the family, but I'm not going to acknowledge you. We're going to disown you. You're not going to have a Christmas stocking. You're not going to be invited to family events, family functions. You're not going to be in the family photos because I've made a political decision that you're weighing me down, that your existence is bad for my career. So you're my granddaughter, but I'm going to ignore you and pretend that you don't exist. Imagine telling that to a little girl. Scumbag. House Republican Elise Stefanik accused Mr. Biden of cold, heartless, selfish, and cowardly behavior following the conclusion of the legal battle in June. Every American knows that Joe Biden should have done the right thing years ago. Yeah, all these people who support him, uplift him, vote for him, protect him, all these people should be ashamed of themselves. because many people, millions of people knew about this, and they sat here and ignored it. Criticized other men for doing similar stuff. But Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, they do it. No, it's cool. It's okay. As long as we don't have mean tweets. As long as we don't have Orange Man Bad and his mean tweets, we can disown little girls and screw around with women while we're high on crack or whatever. It's totally fine. We'll vote for somebody like that because they're not giving us mean tweets. Every American knows that Joe Biden should have done the right thing years ago and acknowledged all of his grandchildren, she told the Daily Mail. In April, Mr. Biden said he was crazy about his 6 grandchildren and he spoke to them every day. Damn. I'm just glad this happened while she was so young. Maybe she won't remember most of it when she's a bit older, because you're talking about traumatizing a kid mentally. God damn, that is cold-blooded. Hunter Biden has 4 other children, including a son, Beau, named after the president's late son who died in 2015. And yeah, where they were getting the number 6 from, Hunter has 4 other children besides Navy. And Beau Biden, who died some years ago, he also has 2 children. So Joe Biden was just acknowledging his favorite son, Beau, those 2 children, and then the 4 from Hunter Biden, but not the one from the Arkansas stripper, because I guess it gave him a bad name or something. It was bad press. I mean, we already know the man's a cokehead. We got videos of him being high. You sending secretaries of Treasury to China high on mushrooms. Cocaine being found at the White House. There was weed at the White House. There have been allegations and rumors about Hunter Biden sleeping with his dead brother's widow. Even asking her to get an HIV test. You got all this going on in your family, but having an unwanted daughter from an Arkansas stripper, I guess that's too much. Now that'll give us a bad name. All this other stuff, that's cool, but this is just too much. So I'm glad Biden finally acknowledged her. Great thing for Navy, great thing for the family. And I just hope she doesn't follow in her crackhead father's footsteps. Let me know what you think. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? What we had felt so right.